Hi, Soul Family. We're going to be doing our reading partially in here and partially out on my patio. I'm going to go get non-glare glasses today. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, let me sneeze. Two. Is there one more? Ooh, there's not. Normally there's three. Okay, here's the deal. It's not that hot right now up here, so I'm going to, I was going to work down on my landlord's patio. Switching my glasses. I keep telling you guys that. There's a message to that, switching my glasses. Because what? Because something that I'm using to see, there's something wrong with what I'm looking through. There's something wrong with what I'm looking through. Okay. So anyway, we're going to talk about a few things. Hold on. See if Spirit has a song. Ed Sheeran. It's always Ed Sheeran. I love him. Today, it's the color purple. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I was in your bed last night. Well, in your dreams. In your dreams. I wasn't in yours. I was in someone's. Someone was in mine. Okay. I know who this is talking about. Okay. So, what we're going to be picking our card decks, and we're going to be talking about lepidolite, my favorite crystal. Now, I've got it in my, I always wear it in my bra. This is the hardened form, the polished form, right? This is, well, this is it right here. But this is it, lepidolite, lithium mica. Okay, good, she's answering me right now. Because somebody wrote on my YouTube channel, I need help, and she was crying. And I heard the song, here, I'm just gonna sit here for a second, talk to you guys about this. I heard the song, I'm crawling in my skin. I'm on the bathroom floor, crawling in my skin. Basically, I can't take it anymore. Somebody help me. It was what the words were. Somebody help me. I'm crawling in my skin. I can't take it anymore. Take her home, you'll just feel better. Have a drink, you'll feel better. Can somebody give me something? So it's anxiety, okay? And right, I was thinking about this person and this comment that they left on my page, and that song started to play. Can somebody help me? And I thought, shit. And I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning with dreams, and I couldn't go back to sleep, and I've been up forever. Look at this. I don't know if I'm ever going to recover. I'm going to have to take months off to get rid of these bags under my eyes. But all she said was, I need help, and there was a tear, and I wrote her back. But you know what? Sometimes you write things back on your cell phone, and it doesn't go through on a computer. Have you guys noticed that? It happens to me a lot. So be careful. If you think that you've answered somebody and you wonder why they haven't responded, if you've done it on your cell phone, sometimes it doesn't go through. So I wrote her back, and then I thought, you know what? I'm going to send her the link to this mica. So I sent her this link. I want to show you guys. It's called Doodle Punk Art. It's just somebody that was talking about it, and I just happened to come upon it. I was only picking the crystal color. You don't have to go to her thing. But what's interesting is it's true. They call it the happy crystal. So we're going to go back to... Actually, we'll go back to, here, I'll let you look outside while I do it. Lepidolite lithium mica. So it should not be confused with pink muscovite, because remember in my stones, I said I wanted muscovite mica, okay? So muscovite is in here. There's muscovite mica. I found it naturally. See that shining right there? That's muscovite mica. It's got kind of a pinkish look. So don't confuse lepidolite with the muscovite mica, the pink muscovite, which is a member of the mica family, but a different mineral, which is not colored by lithium. Muscovite is a potassium mica, but lepidolite is a lithium mica. Lepidolite is an important source of lithium, okay? So this is going to calm you. So if we go to here, oh, it just keeps going to her page. We don't want to go to her page. We'll go to mineral and healing properties. Oh, it keeps going to her. How funny is that? Well, that's good for her, right? It's her page. But anyway, there it is. Okay, so this is it. Don't confuse it with muscovite mica. A lot of crystals are similar. See? Okay. It's very, it's pearly, it's reflective. It's got layers, right? It flakes off like most mica. And it can be separated. So anyway, that's what it looks like. Now, this is pink muscovite, okay? That's not what we want. We want this one. So what it is it's got lithium in it, which is given to people to calm them if they have anxiety, if you're stressed out. You don't want to take drugs. Everybody just give me something, give them something like a pill. Have a drink, you'll feel better. Give me something, I'll feel better. Take her home, sex, drugs, food, whatever it is. No, that's not what you need. You need crystals, but not crystal meth. You need this, and it's very, very powerful. It's very, very powerful. So it brings about balance, empathy. If you're unable to release, fear, worry, doubt, whatever it is, whatever's painful, anything that you're going through, like if you're going through a very painful experience, it's very calming and soothing. It helps you accept what is, things that you can't change. My mom's dying. I can't change that, but I need to cope. I don't want to overdose myself. I don't want to dumb myself down so I can't hear spirit because I'm smoking doobies left, right, and center to keep myself calm because I need to stay calm. I'm losing my mom. I'm losing my best friend. No, you're not going to do that. You're going to use this kind of crystal, okay? You're going to keep yourself in the present moment. You're going to understand what is, and you're going to let go of any pain, any resistance, any anger, whatever it is. This is about releasing pain that's in your body. It helps your heart, your third eye, your crown. What's interesting to me is think about water's emotion, right? That's the element that it works with, is water. So think about it. It's going to help your emotions. It also will help heal your body if you put it literally on your pillow. You can, as I told her, you can put it under your pillow. You can put it in your bra. You can, now this is, clearly this is, you're going to have to put this in a little, I would put it in a little, one of these little, where are they? I've got them here. We'll go get their cards. Like the little silk bags. When I send my crystal things out, when I send my I've got them all in here. And you think I can find them because I want to show it you guys? When I want to send out my sage, I put it in. Oh, I'll show you in a minute. You know what I'm talking about. The little bags. Okay, hold on a second. Vampires. This is our weekly reading, by the way. Divine Circus. There's something I need to know about Divine Circus. And I'm going to... Yes, I heard yes. Okay. And then we're going to do one more. What one? Okay. Did I put my lepidolite down? Yes. Anyway, I would put it in one of those little silk bags so that you don't, so that it doesn't flake and you don't ruin it. Like these, right? These little bags. You can get them at the dollar store. Stick it under your pillow. That way it's safe. You're not going to crunch it. It's going to help you. It's going to help you if you're having nightmares. It's going to help you sleep properly. It works with people that have bipolar disorder or deep depression. It stabilizes their mood. Anyone that's suffering from mood disorders. I had very, very little sleep, so I'm carrying mine in my bra right now. Any mental issues, emotional issues, healing for your entire body, your immune system. Like if you have allergies, it's great for allergies. Anyway, you can order it from, oh, and she just said thank you. Okay, hold on. Let me see. What does she say? I heard another, a lot of work into because these people were funny. I heard another reader yesterday say, or this morning, actually, 3 in the morning when I couldn't sleep, say the same thing that I said the other day. She's the one that I was listening to, and she kept saying, and I'm like, God, and I was really annoyed that day, and I said, stop saying, and that's why I heard it in my own self. So then I was listening to her this morning, and she started going, and she goes, oh my God, I wish I would stop saying that. And I started laughing in the middle of the night. Okay. This is what I told her, the girl. I said, call in your angels and listen to the guidance they give. The power, I pray, and positive affirmations is very powerful. I've already prayed for spirit to help you. I did the second I read this message. A song comes to mind. Somebody help me. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but it's not in my blood. Don't give up. You're a powerful spirit creature. You tell yourself that your wounded inner child, you tell yourself what your wounded inner child and hurting human shell needs to hear until they begin to hear you. Start by asking the Father to fill you with unconditional love and healing, and ask him to send whatever angels, people's circumstances, and situations to you that you need, that will help you the most, and follow through with what you get. You got to keep pushing through it. You're not alone. So I sent her that, and then I sent, because she says, I need help. And then I sent her, there's a natural stone, it's called lepidolite. Here, I gotta like this because I thought she liked it, but I don't see any response. Lepidolite, lithium mica, get it. And I gave her the info to go to. So I'm telling you guys this because somebody in your life needs this help too. You might need it, right? Okay. There's that. I said, we're gonna work with these ones. I don't want to break them. So let's take these outside first. I'm gonna go out with Lily. Oh, it's getting hot already. Good Lord. It's beautiful though. A little bit of a breeze. Okay. What am I looking for? See, I didn't say I said It was close though. What you done for me? Oh, please don't break these crystals. Okay, good, she got up. Thank you for getting up. Oh God, right when I said that, please don't break these crystals, and I dumped them on their head. All right, I know, I see you. Everything, baby, honestly. I'm gonna do my reading, Lily. We'll be here with you, but it's not all about you. I could have done all this before, yes, I could have. But I had it in my mind because the song was playing. So we're doing it this way. All right. Did I say I wanted one more deck? This one. Okay. Hi, baby chicken. All right. While we're out here, and we'll see if I have any more to discuss about all of these different items. I got myself some flowers. These are your choices. Oh, I love this song. Jason Mraz. I fell right through the cracks. I'm trying to get back before the Q will done get me. Nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. Okay, cool. Okay. Ugh. We're gonna have, how will we say it? We'll talk about, we're calling this the Cosmic Cluster. This has got, gosh, I gotta stop that. This has got Lemurian crystals. It's got, oh, it's got so many, I can't go on about all the items. It's got leopard jasper, it's got amethyst, it's got rainforest jasper, it's got turquoise. Gosh, I'm asking spirit for my turquoise ring. It's got aventurine, it's got selenite, and it's got absolute crystal chargers with clear quartz crystal, but it's also got, this is a Lemurian crystal, and this is this, and this, all Lemurian crystals, okay? Cosmic cluster, that's what that is. This is the rose quartz and dragonfly and muscovite mica. And I saw it out here, all through here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the sparkly parts of it, that's muscovite mica. And this is on a crystal base. I got this up in Idlewild, right in the mountain, and rose quartz, of course. So this is the love section. This is also love and healing. And right now I'm not going to remember. So Dragonfly Dreams, there's muscovite mica on this chunk right there to it. So Dragonfly Dreams, Dragonfly Love, Cosmic Cluster, and this is the Serpentine and Rose Quartz. So this is, I find this interesting. This is also with muscovite mica. The Serpentine, people are, you know, they've been talking to me about snakes a lot lately, and they're, oh, it's, you think it's negative. No, snakes are actually very, they can be, but they're also incredibly healing. People think the reptilian race is a bad race. They're not. They're helping the humans. So we've got obvious love, which is the rose quartz, and then we've got the serpentine, which gets a bum rap, but it's just as healing and just as loving, and they work together. So all together, this is love and healing. Okay, so love and healing, Dragonfly Love, Cosmic Cluster, Dragonfly Dreams. Okay, so how do you want to do it, guys? That way? So air, fire, water, earth. Air, water, fire, earth. Please remember that because I won't. Air, water, fire. Okay, I'll remember that's mine. I'll remember these two are mine. Earth, air. Okay. I'm going to try. Okay. Let's look out to the lake as it's beautiful. We will have you guys right like that. And the decks we're going to work with today, I got to take a sip of my chia water that I drink every morning, filled with all my trace minerals and my apple cider vinegar and my maple syrup, only a little bit of maple syrup, my chia seeds, and my entire lemon, frozen lemon that's grated. I drink it like that. It's like a detox every single morning. I found out because I was so tired, my landlord was making breakfast. He made me a breakfast burrito, and I said, gosh, you know, he was about to make some turkey bacon or something, and I said, I'm craving meat right now. And he says, do you want some? And I said, no, you know, I can't have it. So I looked up, why am I craving meat? I said, I know that I'm not craving meat. I think I'm craving meat. So when you're tired, you will crave protein. And I only had a few hours sleep, so I said I need protein. What will help me? What is it that I need? Soy, because I'm a vegetarian. Soy powder, soy protein, soy milk. There were so many different things but those are the things that stood out for me because I'm out of my protein powder. So I always have protein powder with almond milk. So from now on, I'm going to have protein powder with soy milk. So because soy is going to give me a large amount of protein, and soy protein powder. That was the one thing I was supposed to tell you guys about. Also, I needed to have iron. Iron, when you're tired or when your muscles are sore, and I've been working out in my landlord's gym, I decided to go to the gym there since we've got it in the house. And I was quite disgusted by the shape of my arms when I looked at them. I couldn't believe it. I didn't think they were that bad. And so I looked that up, and I need iron. And do you know that citrus has a great deal of iron in it? So again, it was telling me, get your citrus, get your frozen lemon rinds into your water again, because I ran out of it yesterday. Spirit knows how to get me right away. My higher self knows. I'm so in conjunction with what I'm supposed to do to help myself. So I grated a lemon rind, got it in there right away, which was going to give me iron as well as, what did I say the first one was? Which was shocking. I was shocked. I needed vitamin C and I needed iron, both that I would get in citrus. And that will help me because I'm tired. It'll help my muscles. So I'm telling you guys, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that are out there dealing with the same situation. So if you're exhausted, you're not getting much sleep, make sure you get yourself iron, greens, vitamin C, B12. What is the other one? What is the other one? I guess that's what you're needing, protein, right? Because whenever your body craves something, it's actually something else that you want, which is what you know, the song, please somebody help me, right? Help me. I'm crawling in my skin. I feel like I'm falling. I'm lying on the bathroom floor, crawling in my skin. Somebody please help me. I don't know that I can make it. Then somebody says, just take her home, you'll feel better. Just have a drink, you'll feel better. And remember, I was saying how my ex-husband is a stoner. He smokes a lot of pot because he has anxiety and he has depression. And that's what everybody wants you to do. That is not going to help you. It's a Band-Aid. So it's just like with the food. I'm exhausted, right? And I start craving meat. No, I'm a vegetarian. I'm not going to eat meat. My body actually didn't need meat. What it needed was iron. And it needed protein, so I can get it in a different way. It needed all the things that I told you about. So yes, you'll think, oh, you get that in meat. But I don't eat meat. So there's an alternative. So yes, pot's going to make you feel better, but it's not going to help the problem. It's not going to solve the problem. That person, so what can you use as an alternative? Because if you're using over-the-counter prescription drugs, you know, for a while they work and then they stop working, right? You're going to have to get to the root of the problem. What is the problem? Now, to help you get over the hump, that's what you use. Well, instead of using pot, instead of using prescription drugs, use lithium that comes in the form of crystals. There are crystals from the earth that have anything that you possibly need. Addiction issues. That the Dalmatian jasper, the one in the center, the white and black, that is for addiction issues. Every single issue that you have, a crystal can help you. All you have to do is look up the symptoms. Like, what is it that I have? And what will help me with this? And that's what you do. It works. I'm telling you, you guys. I live this way. I live my life this way. I don't just, I practice what I preach. I don't smoke pot. I don't drink. And going out and sleeping with somebody, having sex, going out and spending a ton of money, going out, whatever it is that makes you feel better is not going to get rid of the problem. It's masking the problem. What else did I have to talk to you guys about? I've been dreaming about Wisconsin, my family, and it's funny because in my dream I was with a friend from back there, and I thought to myself, he's been in my dreams a lot lately. He must have broken up with his girlfriend. And I was with him in my dreams way too much, you know, and I knew it wasn't him because he showed me dreadlocks, and he doesn't have dreadlocks. But I looked at him and I said, I like your hair like that. It's way better. At least it's not so messy, because his hair was always a mess. And the person said, yeah, they did a shitty job. And I said, well, get it redone. Now, hair, remember, when you get your hair done, it's when you change your ideas. So if somebody gave him dreadlocks, the braids are tight on his head. So you want your psychic antennae to be loose and free-flowing. His hair was braided into, it was knotted up into dreadlocks. So whoever helped him or whoever gave him advice did a shitty job. So he needs to get it redone, right? He needs to get it redone. And in my dream, I said, somebody was talking about their project that they needed to get done, but they you know, they just didn't have the time. And I said, well, you know what you need to do? You need to stop working, and you need to literally commit yourself to doing your project. And I called it commit yourself to your craft. And I said, like me, I'm going to go home to Wisconsin for a month, and I'm going to take a month off of work, and I'm going to stay with my friend, the guy that I was in the dream with, and I'm going to do my oracle card deck. And then I literally woke myself up, and I said, who are you kidding? You can't take off a month of work. Who's going to pay for that? You know, who's going to pay for that? Although I do want to do that. And it was funny because I looked at my friend and he's like, what? I don't even have enough money to support myself. And I thought, and I laughed at him and I said, you're not going to support me. I'll take care of myself. Whenever I say I'm going to take off work, I never take off work. I'm working right now, aren't I? But I just, obviously, whoever it was has to limit their work. They got to slow it down. Or maybe they do have enough money to take it off. I certainly don't. Okay, so we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. You guys are getting close. What else do I need to tell you about? How funny. One of the cards fell on the ground and it said uncertain. But that's not what we get. So, and then I got on the bottom of the deck, just dating for now. Okay. Oh, I know. So the person that I said to myself, they're broken up with their girlfriend. They must have broken up with their girlfriend. So I asked, and sure enough, they are. I don't know who broke up with who, but they are. So, geez, man, my dreams are so by that, it just shows me how accurate they are, you know? And did you guys hear me shuffle? I shuffled these cards. So if we get these same cards again, I don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. Okay. We're ready. Hello. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to walk you out here just for a second while I say, hello, Barn Swallow. Are you coming home to see your family? Are you? If you would like to have help with dream analysis, if you would like to have a private reading, if you would like to purchase a Queen of Wands ceremonial sage wand for cleaning, blessing, clearing, if you would like a crystal cluster like the cosmic cluster I just showed you, made up with the crystals of all of the issues that you would like to deal with, you would like to address, such as finances, love, addictions, sadness, weight loss, whatever it is, that's what I do. Go to my webpage. It's www.theangelswhisper.com. And my email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. Sherry, S-H-E-R-R-I, Columbus, C-O-L-U-M-B-U-S. You'd be surprised how many people don't know how to spell Columbus. Christopher Columbus, that's how it is. I would be honored to help you. And I just want to see how, oh my God, you guys, look at the size of the nest now. Wow. So it's gone up another 1.5 inches, and the corner's been filled in. So there's going to be only enough. That way the babies aren't going to fall out. So she's continued to work. Interesting. What is that? That's interesting. Now, I don't know if this is... That's not bird poop. Maybe it is. But it's awfully big. Look at me touching it. You guys are like... Because this was the building material. This is very tarry. Interesting. Hi, Lo. Hi, honey. Hi. That was the other message. Sometimes people sound cranky, but they're not. And look what we have here. I know, I hear you, baby. We have 2 California condors. Death, rebirth, transformation. Let's give her a little love. So sometimes, I was talking to my landlord about this. Sometimes, you know, people sound like they're cranky, but that just is the way they sound sometimes. Sometimes they just need a little bit of love. Sometimes when we get cranky, because we need your attention, right? Okay, I gotta do my work, chicken. All right, here we go. Okay, for the first pile, and the first pile, whoever chose healing and love, that's water, that's fire, that's earth, so this is air. Okay. Good Lord. Oh my goodness. I don't even like to get a sneak preview, so you guys shouldn't. How interesting. We got this the other day, so there's emphasis on this. So things didn't turn out the way you'd hoped. You see these 3 cups that are falling down, they're broken. These ones don't look broken, they just look like everything that's in them's dumped out. So the fact that these are cups that are not broken, that there's water poured out, I feel like maybe there was drinking that was taking place here. Overindulgence in something. You may have felt, or this could also represent emotion, right? You filled 3 cups with emotion and it dumped out, or maybe they did. This could represent 3 people. This could represent 3 years, 3, you know, whatever it is. It's representing sadness because things didn't turn out the way you wanted. And you're focusing on this. You're not focusing on this. We just got this yesterday. I don't like to get the same message the next day. So, you know what? There's the message. You're still focusing on the negative instead of looking at the positive. Instead of recognizing that you've got 2 huge filled cups in front of you that are, yes, you've lost something. Yes, it didn't work out the way you wanted, and it's sad. And it might be that you had to leave people behind, 3 people. We kept getting the 3 people that should have been your friends, and I guess they weren't. You're focusing on that. So stop focusing on the negative and recognize that the light is pouring down on these 2 cups. And you're in your full color here. What I didn't notice before is the mermaid in this cup. And there's a mermaid in this cup. This one's filled with passion, but it could be anger. And this one is blue. So there could be sadness, anger, but why don't you turn that to passion and calmness and relax? And it's a weekend. We were told to play. We were told to relax. Make a wish. See these bubbles? And we talked about the bubbles. There were 8 bubbles that I counted yesterday, which means abundance. Whatever you need, Spirit is going to make sure that you get. Whatever fell out of these cups down here was not in your highest good. It was poison. Consider it poison. Now, we're going to ask for another card because we just got that card yesterday. I want something good. Something new. Okay, that's interesting. You got 2. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. The King and the Queen of Water, the pair. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, the first thing is there's love. And it's balanced, and it's amazing because this isn't the prince, this isn't the page of water, this is the king and the queen of water. This could represent somebody in your life, a mother and a father. This could represent you and a lover. This is amazing because it's talking about relationships developing to a higher level of commitment. It talks about caring for others, but also, I mean, the queen of water and the king of water. The queen, she takes care of everyone. She's well learned, she's nurturing, she's loving, she's beautiful, she's successful. She knows how to care for herself. She knows how to nurture relationships. Right then, 2 doves flew by. You want this person in your corner. So if this is somebody, if this could represent 2 aspects of yourself, but it also, as I said, could represent somebody in your life. Maybe this is somebody that's coming into your life, and you definitely want this queen of water. This could represent a water sign, and a Pisces, what is it? What is water? Why can I never remember? Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, right? Okay. And then what they're telling you is, if this isn't a person, if you aren't handling yourself in this way, these are your qualities: tenderhearted, empathetic, patient, loving. If that isn't what's going on, they're telling you that's what you need to do. You need to care for yourself. And even if things aren't perfect in the world, like we just got, right? We just got this. Things aren't perfect. But even though they aren't perfect, you still have the ability to keep yourself calm. Even if the relationships or the emotional issues with others aren't perfect, they are coming to a higher level, because look, I keep seeing the couple here, because you take away the 3 and you've got the 2 of Cups, which is a love affair, which is a partnership, and here you've got the King and the Queen represented as well. So even if things have issues and things aren't perfect, you do have the peace and calm within you. You know what you're meant to do. You know how to take care of the situation. You can trust the feelings that you get, because clearly, if you're working with water, you're the queen of your emotions, the king of your emotions, right? Here, everything's upside down. This is disappointment, sadness, blah, blah, blah. But you have this. You need to focus on that. This queen of water knows how to help others, knows how to care for themselves, knows how to be there. They're very, very intuitive. They trust their psychic abilities. They're kind. They're generous. The love that comes from the queen of water is unconditional. So you don't have to pay for that love. This person is, you want this person as a friend. You absolutely want that person as a friend. Now, as the king of water, it would be the same. Now, with the queen, they would ask you to do the same. If this is somebody coming into your life, they're saying, in your presence, there is somebody who is a king of water. This would represent my landlord in my life. He's a Pisces, and he's very trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured, right? Trustworthy. He's a very, very good friend to me. And this is a guy that you want on your side. This is somebody who listens to you. If you were a king of water, you are, just like the queen of water, able to counsel others. People listen to you. They come to you. They feel comfortable in your presence. Animals, children, everyone feels comfortable in your presence. And what's nice about the king of water, because they're an emotional sign, they are an emotional sign, so they understand. So they come from a place of gentleness. They don't push themselves on you. They're patient, and they listen, and they are, it's like my Uncle Phil too. Uncle Phil's a Libra, but he's like that energy. See, now remember what I said, you don't have to be those particular signs to carry those qualities. So this could be you carrying, this could, like I said, be all aspects of one person. It could represent people in your life that are helping you. I believe that this is what I have in my life helping me, and I believe my twin has this in his life helping him. I have a friend helping me. I believe he has a friend helping him. They carry the same qualities: nurturing, loving, dependable, caring individuals, compassionate, quiet authority, right? Somebody who knows whatever the issues are going on, they'll offer you advice that's helpful, trustworthy. You can count on them. But it also represents the lovers, the king and the queen. You can't get any better than this. This is an amazing reading. This is a trustworthy romantic partner. This is somebody who has reached the level of king status. He's successful. He's knowledgeable. He's world traveled. He is renowned for and he's known for his abilities, just like she is. This is an equal partnership. This is freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. I love this king and queen. So the king and queen, like I said, I have this as a friend, right? But I also have a king that will be my partner. So my partner's coming into my life. And this one, my partner probably has this queen that's very loving, gentle, caring, a friend. But he has another coming into his life, which is me. Message. Miracle. Our wings of light surround you and those you love. The current situation is governed by a higher force. The forces of love are at work. All will turn out well. Well, no freaking kidding. Seriously? You've got the king and the queen. You couldn't ask for more than that. That is amazing. Did we not get love and healing? Yes, we did. Sex. Uh-oh. Sex on the brain. Woo! Okay, ooh, it's right in front of the red pot. So there's going to be sex happening between this king and queen of water, and it's important. And it feels like there's going to be a miracle to get these two together. So I'm just going to leave it at that, and you figure out what that means for you. I think it means like someone's going to have some wild fun. Okay, so we'll put that over there. That was air signs, I'm pretty certain. It might have been earth signs, I don't remember. I'll know when we do this again. Don't get mad at me. Okay, but I do know that this is water signs, okay? Song right now, wait, wait, turn around. Can we make this work? Somebody's walking away. The other one's saying, no. Okay. So, Silver Siren. Wow. Okay, you know what? We've had this. Now remember, do you remember what a siren is? I'm dropping everything, sorry. I got my cards going everywhere. So, let's take a look at this Silver Siren. A siren is like, it's like a, what do you call it? It's like a lady of the night. Silver Siren. It's like a, oh, she's a siren. It doesn't have to be a lady of the night, but it's, oh, I can't explain it right now. Why can't I explain what I mean? Well, I know. I'll give you an example. I'm a mermaid, okay? They used to have a fallacy that the mermaids would sink the fishermen's boats and they would and kill them. So they were called sirens, the sirens of the sea, because they were enticing, they were sexual, they would lure men to their death. Okay, that's a siren. So this is a silver siren. She looks very cold. Look at her lips. Even her eyes. They're ice blue, but they don't have any life to them. She's adorned. You know what it makes me think of? Bring all the ladies in their finery. Diamonds all around their throat and between their teeth. I also think about that, since it's been happening quite a bit, that could also represent a drug, right? Whatever your drug of choice is, that silver siren. The song I'm listening to right now. It's Pink talking. Every time we talk about addiction, a Pink song comes on. Hold on. Where there is desire, there's going to be a flame. Where there is a flame, somebody's going to get burned. Just because you're burned doesn't mean you're going to die. You got to get up and try. Okay, so somebody got burned by this silver siren. Could have been a woman, could have been drugs, could have been, I don't know, somebody you trusted. Because what's going on here is they're talking about a spell being cast. And I was talking to you guys about that. I was telling you guys that there is somebody that's using spell work to bind you and keep you from moving forward. And they're lacing they were lacing drugs in this person's, whatever it is that they were taking, they were lacing it and they were binding them. So sometimes people use sex to bind you, to hold you there. Sometimes people use possessions, money. They offer you things, right? So a spell that is cast upon you, you could have known, but you traded. It's like I sold my soul to the devil, right? I wanted this, and so in order to get this, I did that, or I gave them this of me. So that's what you have to ask yourself at this time, because a siren can be very enchanting and beautiful, right? All mermaids aren't wicked. That's not the truth. They helped. Think about Little Mermaid. She saved him, right? But there are mermaids that are that. They will consume your free will. They'll promise you a lot, but they won't give you anything. It's false. False promises. They bring poison. So it's like I keep seeing poison ivy, right? It's beautiful to look at. It could even look healing and cool, but it leaves a sting and a burn, and it will mark your body. So I'm thinking of a drug, because I was thinking about the moonflower. It's got this beautiful scent and it's very beautiful, but it's deadly. It literally can cause your death. I spoke about it yesterday in length. I put a video out. I hope you guys watched it. It was actually amazing, because the little cat that we got, Prince, and how we rescued him, we took him out of that drug house, and when we got him here and he was coming down, his body was shaking from the pain, which is a side effect when you take this rose, this moonflower. It's called gypsum weed or devil's weed. And the seeds, they take the seeds, and it's a quick high, and because it's a plant, it's not illegal to have it, and it's abused. But what happens is it fucks up your entire brain and your body, and your neurotransmitters shut down. You get extremely thirsty, like Lily had it, where she was dehydrated. It attacks your skin. Your skin is very dry, and I kept hearing, my girl needs water. My girl needs whatever, all these different things, because this is what was going on. And with Prince, when his body was shaking, that's one of the things that you come down, the pain that you feel when you don't have the fix.
it attacks your elimination systems. You're not able to eliminate. You're not able to urinate. And just like him, he had crystals in his bladder, and he wasn't able to eliminate. His bladder would have exploded, would have killed him. That is what will happen with humans. He ended up having to have surgery, and he was basically turned from a male into a female. He has no male organs anymore. They had to remove it because that's how bad it was. So this is what this Siren, it's a very beautiful flower, and it smells gorgeous at night, but it's deadly. So there's a lot of false light in the world. As I said, and what's interesting is that flower, that moonflower, people use it. The Navajo, the Lakota, the medicine, the shaman administer this drug, and it's for them to open up their minds. It's for them to reach new levels of ascension. It's to meditate. It's actually to communicate with the dead. And I'm sorry, you can't communicate with the dead. The dead are dead. You communicate with the memory of the dead. You communicate with spirit. But once they go back into spirit, they are spirit. You're not talking to mom and dad. You're talking to their energy. You're talking to a memory. That's what's going on. Yes, there's a connection, but it's our source that we connect to, not your specific mom and dad. So that is black magic. Trying to, like Ouija boards and trying to talk to the dead, that's not real. That's dark energy. And they would also use them as far as rituals. It was a coming of age ritual that they would use on young men. And anyway, it has to be administered very, very carefully by a shaman. You can also use it for healing, for poultices, but it's a dangerous drug, and a lot of people were using it as drugs. Now, clearly, in the case that I was shown, they were using it as drugs. So basically it's promising you something good, but it's ending up poisoning you, right? You think that this is what's going to happen, but it ends up poisoning you. Same thing with drugs, sex, narcissistic people who treat you this way. You sell your soul to the devil, basically. So it's glittering on the outside, but on the inside it's not. So right now they're telling you that right now there is a false light in front of you. There is a silver siren in front of you that's offering you something, promising you something. You're never going to get it. I kept giving you guys this message that somebody was promised that, you know, they're going to do this with this business. We're going to do this. Yeah, we're going to do it. And you're going to get, it's never going to happen. You already know it's not happening, and it's not going to happen. They're empty promises. All that is shiny is not silver or gold. Okay? It's a lie. So you need to open up your eyes and understand. Don't sell your soul to the devil. You're intoxicated by something. You were lured in by something, but you need to hold on to your own self-respect and recognize that you're being seduced by a false siren. And you need to learn your lessons. So the lesson is this. Go down with that false siren, compromise your morality, compromise your integrity, and you're going to pay in the worst of ways. Or you'll listen to spirit, and you'll stand in your integrity. You'll be able to say no to what it's enchanting you, and you won't be compromising your self-esteem. You won't be compromising your integrity. You won't be allowing someone to manipulate you. What happens is, when we fall prey to this type of seduction, it's funny, you know, my twin, when he was with me, I was loving him, and he said, "You're seducing me." And I said, "I am?" I didn't know that I was doing that. I was just loving him. But that is what's happening. You're thinking someone's loving you, but they are seducing you. They're lying. They want something from you. These are empty promises. This is something that's going to take, this is a narcissist. This is somebody who is going to take your self-esteem, your self-respect. You will feel unworthy without them. They will make you feel that you need them. You need that. You need them, you need that. You can't do this on your own. This is not love. This is not love. This is a siren. And look at her, cold-hearted bitch, or him, right? So right now, know the appearances aren't always what they seem. And even though you feel like you might say no, and when you say no, you're going to regret it. Oh, I really want it though, and I'm going to say no to that. No, you're not going to regret it. You're not going to regret it later, because it's not worthy of you. It doesn't hold the truth of love. And even if the person says that they totally love you and what they're offering you is for your highest good and I'm doing this for you, we're telling you right now, you will remember this message. And it might be difficult for you. They're going to say to you, "Oh, it's, you know, this project, or, you know, you got to buy." I keep thinking of multi-level marketing bullshit, you know? It's a crock. Or my landlord right now, and I keep trying to tell him, you know, he's losing his hair. And so he wants to get this book and this product, and he says, "Yeah, they said that's, you know, it's foolproof." And I said, "Dude, If that was real, everyone would be using it. Your hair's, what you need to do is massage your scalp. What you need to do is not wear a hat that's too tight. You need to really pay attention to the fact that you are killing your hair follicles, right? Same thing as when you're taking in this drug. Oh yeah, it'll do this, it'll do that. No, what you're doing is you're killing your brain cells, okay? You're not fixing the problem. So, oh yeah, you want to buy in on this deal. It's going to be the best deal, but it's a high risk, but the dividends, it's a sure thing, it's a sure thing. Don't gamble. Don't lose your money. Don't be a victim. You're going to go down hard and you're going to go down on your face. And a lot of times people will come to you and they'll be somebody that you trust, right? They may even be a spiritual person. That could have been suggested to you by a shaman, by somebody that called themselves spiritual people. I told you people were doing spells. They get inside your head. No, they're spiritual people. They do their work. I'm not giving you this message. Spirit is giving you this message. Look at my moonstones. They're on fire. This is the kind of moon that you want. The crystals of the earth. You don't want a flower that's beautiful, that's deadly. You don't want, basically it's the Black Widow. She's going to take your head off. And that is the truth of the matter. Your brain will be gone. They're going to suck your brains out. Your third eye is going to be gone. So trust in yourself, stand in your truth, recognize that love, security, peace, self-respect, it's priceless. They can't buy it and they can't give it to you. That's within yourself. That is not something that you need to buy, that you need to buy into. Love is given. It's not something that you have to pay for. In self-respect or giving up of your truth. So you can give yourself, oh, I'm getting a message right now. I'm getting a message. Hold on. I'm thinking about this flower. And I looked this up. I tell you guys, I wrote all about it yesterday. So is there a flower out here right now? No, there's not one I can show you. There was one the other day. They dry up really quickly because they're only there fleeting, because they're fake. As like the person. They're only there very quickly and then they're gone. But what's left is this plant, which if you were to smell this plant, it's like a stinky gas. It reeks. Just touching it, it's disgusting. I have to stay away from it. Like over here, it's fine. If you don't touch it, it looks pretty. If you don't touch it, it's fine. So that's your message. Don't touch it. You can look at that. If that's interesting to you, look at it. Don't touch it. No matter how beautiful that, and no matter how sweet that flower smells at night, don't touch that. So you're going to be doing this ritual. And Spirit says, as you see this disappearing, you're going to smell that stinky gas, just like that. You're going to smell that. And you're going to know that's evaporating. That's going away from you. You're going to understand. Imagine. Look at that plant and see that siren, right? See that siren. Isn't that interesting that mermaid is in that plant? Okay, that's a message to me. That's another message to me. So there is somebody specifically this speaks to. There's a Mr. Rosewood who's very emotional right now. This is the one who needs the lithium crystal to calm him from his anxiety and depression. He's living in the same pot as this stinky moonflower and that siren. There's two people in this house with Mr. Rosewood, and look at him trying to lean out. He's trying to get out. Look he's not doing well. He needs to come out of there. I'm going to actually take him out and I'm going to plant him in my landlord's garden. I'm going to ask for that because that has to be done. I have to do that physically so that energetically that's done. So do you see how Mr. Rosewood is? He doesn't look well. He's covered in rust. He's got his leaves are crunchy. The skin's crunchy, right? Dry. Think about that drug. Skin is dry. There's spots on it. He's losing his hair probably. The person's probably losing their hair. They're very emotional, over their head emotionally, and they're leaning. They're trying to get out. They're trying to get to the sun to dry out. But they're not going to do well as long as they stay in the pot. The same thing as with this tiger lily that's deadly to my cat. It lives in this pot with this pothos. The pothos is happy and grows fantastic and is bright and green and very healthy, but the lily's not doing well here. The lily wants to be out in the sun. If I want to keep them in the same pot, they're not going to do very well. If I separate them, see, she wants to be out too, but she can't be in the sun. I'm thinking about skin cancer. Right now, my landlord says, we would have loved to have been out in the sun, but everybody's getting skin cancer left, right, and center. I've got an umbrella up. He wears a sun hat. Lily wants to be out in the sun. When she's out in the sun too long, she doesn't realize it. She gets overheated, and she almost died last year. There's a lot of messages all coming together here. This is a long reading for you guys, but it always happens with this particular deck. So imagine, close your eyes and imagine that beautiful, whatever it is that's enticing you in front of you. Imagine that there. And now see that stinky gas coming from it. And imagine what that smells like. Do you want to touch that? Do you want to get into bed with that? And that means, now think about it, even sexually or even a business partner. Do you want to get into bed with that? No, you don't. It stinks. When something stinks, it's in your highest good to stay away. So shiny though you appear to be, I do not wish you near me. Go away without delay, never to return. I embrace the real light of love. All else I choose to spurn. And then imagine a sparkling light, poof, and it's gone. Imagine that. And then say to yourself, I recognize the truth behind that light. My heart instinctively recognizes what is right. Now, when I spoke to the person this morning that was going through this, I said, you talk to yourself and you tell yourself until yourself believes what it's being told. So you tell yourself that until you get strong enough to say no to whatever it is that's enticing you. Okay, your messages. Protection. Okay, see? You are safe. And look at that. St. Christopher with a babe upon his back, rushing away from the toxic situation. And look at all the love and healing surrounding you. And Buddha, the happy Buddha. You are safe. Do not fear. We are with you always and surround you always with our invisible wings of light. So we don't want you to panic. We want you to follow the suggestions. But as you see on the symbol here, you need to get away from it quickly, as quickly as you can. And in your little message, it will require time and effort to bring it about. How bizarre that we keep getting this message. So don't, whatever it is that you're going through, it's going to require time and effort. If you have been somebody that has gotten involved in something, if you have been somebody that ingested something like that, it takes a while. When Lily got really sick, her hair fell all out. She was completely bald on her stomach. It all came back. She lost a lot of weight. She was very, very thin. I already know that that one is very, very thin right now, that little bear that's in protection. It's going to require time and effort, but it's going to be okay. You're going to get healthy again. She is completely healthy again. Very, very healthy. Why? I babied her. I took care of her. I stayed up all night long. I did Reiki on her. I fed her a special diet. Everything that she needed holistically. It was all organic and holistic. I made the food myself and I fed her by hand 3 times a night and 5 times a day for months. She now was able to take care of herself. She couldn't even do her own hair. She couldn't even wash her hair. She couldn't do anything. I moved all of these plants. That's why this is here. It used to be in the sun, but I can't have it there because she would eat it. I also had an aloe vera plant that was down on the ground, and she kept chewing on that. See, she thought it was good for her. She knew that aloe vera was good to help her with, she wanted water. Oh, I got to show you guys something else. I said in yesterday's reading that within 2 weeks we would see within the next 2 weeks we would see a lot of progress happening quickly. I showed you guys this yesterday, and there were no sprouts. And I said it's going to come up so fast you won't believe it. Look at that. There was nothing there yesterday. So if you're worrying, yes, it's going to take time and effort to bring it about, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. That happened quickly. It'll happen a lot quicker than you realize if you follow all of Spirit's steps. Totally healthy. Takes care of her own thing now. The aloe vera, I'm thinking about that. So you may have ingested that. You may have listened to somebody. You may have done that to help heal yourself. Because do you know that that plant is also given to people that have schizophrenia, or people that there's medicinal reasons that you would take that plant. But if you overdose it, and it's very easy to do, it can kill you. So you may have thought you were helping yourself with something, but it ended up being deadly to you and poisonous. You need to stay away from it. So I removed the aloe vera, even though aloe vera, if I take it and I peel it off and I give her just the inside of the pulp, none of the green, and I give her a certain amount, it is healthy for her. But it has to be done very carefully, and it only can, so stay away from you're not a scientist, stay away from that shit. You're hurting yourself, clearly, or this message wouldn't be coming to you. Now, for you guys that aren't involved in this, you can apply that in any other way in your life that you see fit. Okay, and I didn't timestamp, so I'll try and timestamp this when I upload it, okay? So now we're going to go to the cosmic cluster, which is the fire people. So Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and we get the vampire deck. Now this is really interesting. Wow. So you see this one, and you've got that lion. That lion follows me everywhere I go. And it's a stone lion. So when I look at that, first thing that comes to my mind is that lion is stoned. So if the lion is stoned, he's not thinking clearly. He's not seeing things clearly. He's not real. He's not a threat. He's got a crown on his head. He might think he is something else, but he's stoned, so maybe he has no feeling. He has no feelings. He could be, I don't know, he's not real. He's an illusion. He isn't real. He isn't real. It could be a memory. Okay, so free will. Now, she's got a crown on her head too. So it could be a family member that's passed on. It could be that you, gosh, it's the light. I don't want the light on there. There we go. Okay, so I'm looking at the crown on the head of this lion, and I'm looking at the crown on her. And the number 23, that's a really positive number. That's about your, because of your faith and your belief in something that you've wished for is coming true. So, sovereignty, independence, free spirit. Now, it might be that this is my family line. This is the way we had things done. This is the way I was raised. That's the crown. This is the way it always has been. But you don't know that you want to wear that crown on your head. And the message is free will, right? Sovereignty, independence. So that's important right now. It's especially with what's going on in your life right now. Whatever it is that's walking around in your presence, in your physical presence. Okay, so this is not. Okay, that was just a slip of my tongue, I thought, but it's not. I thought that person wasn't real, that was a memory. No, there's someone walking around in your physical presence. Okay, but they are stoned, or they are of stone. They're either immovable, or they don't have. They're unfeeling. They're uncaring. This is what they're showing me again, and it's coming up again, and it went in with that, what I told you about. This one is casting a spell. This one is casting a spell. This one calls themselves a witch. And they are overstepping your free will. They are casting a spell. So right now, I did a whole thing on this. It's not okay. Spirit does not allow that to happen. I mean, they allow it to happen, but not within spirit, not within the light. The light does not work with this. That is dark energy. Somebody crossing over somebody's free will, that's not okay. And they will reap their own karma. They don't realize how bad that is. But somebody is stepping over somebody else's free will, and they're casting spells, and they are binding people. Why is this on my sign? I'm not doing this. So I wonder if somebody is accusing me of doing this, which I don't. I make it very clear. Everyone knows I don't agree with this. I had people write to me and they say, I agree with you. I am Wiccan, and I don't agree. Somebody actually wrote and said, I don't agree with spells, only as a last resort. No, never. You are never allowed to use a binding spell, ever. You are encroaching on another person's free will, and that is absolutely forbidden by the light. So this is what is happening by this Leo personality that is walking around in your physical presence. Something that has been done against your free will. They're draining your energy. They're taking from you. Do you know why? That's what I'm seeing. Okay, now I understand it. This one has not got a life of their own. They're living vicariously through your life. They are taking your blood because, look, they are stone. Without you, see, they make you think that you need them. They need you, because without you, they're this. They need you to live. They're probably living off of you. They're feeding off of you. They're energetically feeding off of you, but they're probably also being supported by you. They are probably living off of you, and you are believing that you need them. Or maybe you believe that you're caring for them. But the truth of the matter is, they are feeding off of you. Wow. Your chi is being stolen. Wow. The church does this too. They steal your soul by binding rules, keeping you held prisoner and not allowing you to have free will and make your own free will choices. I mean, my own son has treated me, he says I'm dead to him because I don't believe and follow his belief system. So Spirit is telling you right now, don't go with the flow. Because this culture or this group or this person, whatever this Leo, this lion represents to you, it could be a drug. Whatever this represents, it is sucking the life out of you. It is death. It is death itself. And that's how you will end up. You know that to do something against the free will of another, or to withhold something from somebody else in order to make them do something, that's wrong. And when somebody steals something that is rightly belonging to someone else, you're going to pay. Karma's going to be there. And the thing is, I talk about this a lot. It may not come right away, and it won't come in the way that you imagine. And it won't come from who they have stolen from. It's going to come, and when it comes, it's going to come in the worst way possible. It's going to hurt them. This is the way it happens. Somebody will do this to another, bind somebody, steal from somebody, take something that rightfully belongs to another, knowingly, cruelly treating somebody. That person will get cancer. There's an example. That is karma. They may get cancer. And then you're supposed to feel sorry. They brought that upon themselves. You have to understand that doesn't mean that everybody that got cancer has that. I'm just telling you. It doesn't come in the way that you imagine. It comes in the worst way possible. If you purposely have done something like this, karma's going to come back and it's going to bite you in the ass in a way way more hurtful than what you have ever done to another. So respect everyone's rights. It is a law. So right now, if this is what's going on, somebody is deliberately interfering in the free will of someone else, and that is not to be taken lightly. And right now, something is going to be taken for selfish reasons. It's going to be done to manipulate, to deceive. And if you do this, it's going to haunt you. Don't let that be you. Spirit wants you to be able to say yes and no without guilt and without fear, and know that it's safe to do that and act upon your own dreams, your own desires. Express yourself the way you wish to do. There is something that's going to happen. Somebody is absolutely going to do this if it is allowed. They will take from another. And they will delight in it. They have no, because as I said, this is a narcissist. This is a true narcissist. They have no feeling. They don't care. They don't care about you. They have no problem doing it because they feed off of others. They treat themselves as royalty. They think the world owes them a living. These are the ones that come into the world thinking that everyone should minister. They want to be worshipped. They won't beg for anybody, but they'll make you beg. Not good. Wow, that's my message, so I have to be really, really careful. I want to know who it is. Reconsider. So there was something that you were thinking about, and Spirit wants you to reconsider it, and it has to do with that, no doubt. Archangel Sandalphon, I have heard your call for help. Your prayer will soon be answered. Well, how fast was that? I said, I want to know what that is. I want you to let me know what that is and let me know right away. And bam, there you go. So there you go. I asked for you guys and you got it too. All right, so that was fire signs. That was kind of gnarly. So here we go to earth signs, right? Hold on to your dreams. Dreams of love. And we're going to work with, oh, how wonderful. We're going to work with, this is the deck from Sedona. I think it's the Mystical Shaman. Fertility. That's incredible. Really positive message here. I'm looking at two things as well, though. Now, fertility talks about growth, right, in every source. Spiritual, emotional, physical, financial, material. But look at everything on this card. She's pouring something down upon the water here that turns into a mountain. You see how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 stags. And this golden staircase. 5 stags, 6 stags. Okay, so some comes out of the darkness. Wow, song right now. I can't help it here. An exchanging of words. What a beautiful wedding. What a beautiful wedding, said the bridesman to the waiter. Too bad the groom's bride is a whore. So this is coming up for a reason. This is somebody who, if you watch the messages, I mean, if you watch this, you listen to the song, it tells you one story. If you watch the video, it tells you a different story. So what is the truth? One is, this person's about to go get married to this person, and then they hear of people over talking about the sexual activity of the person they were going to marry. And they said, you know, has anybody ever told you how to shut your goddamn mouth, which is shut the goddamn door? There's many different ways to look at it. I already know about their past. The person's not the same person as they were in the past. They're different now. Everybody changes. Everybody moves forward. Don't talk shit on my bride. However, it changes. He listens and he says, well, thank God the wedding is saved, right? Because the wedding's off. And he's upset, and he listened to the gossip, and he called off his plans with this person. But at the end, because he heard about this person that this one was going out with, right? And was very angry at this person. How dare you go out with that person? How dare you go out with, you know, when you were with me? How dare you sleep with that person, right? Starts thinking about what they're saying and ends up not calling off the wedding. When he walks outside of the door, he sees his bride outside the door standing with the person that she has supposedly fooled around with. And when he looks at it, we realize that it's him. So this was all in his mind. It was all in his mind. He had jealousy. He listened to rumors. He listened to gossip, and caused him to walk away from somebody that he loved very much. And it wasn't even true. The person that was being discussed was himself. So don't listen to gossip. Don't listen to well-meaning friends. A lot of times people have an agenda of their own. You know, that's what happened here. They didn't want him to go. They didn't want this person to go off. They didn't want to lose their bestie, right? I don't want you to go, and I like hanging around with you, you know? What am I going to do if you go? You've always been here for me. I don't want to be by myself. So lies, rumors, you hear something. First of all, don't listen to gossip. Second, well, this is my fiance. This is someone I loved. Of course I'm gonna listen to it. Okay, well then why don't you, if this is someone that you cared about, why didn't you go to that person and ask that person what was going on? Why would you assume and believe to the point where you would walk away from someone and you would think, oh, somebody wouldn't do that? Yes, they do that. They did it to me. So that came up for a reason. And I'm looking at that right now because here's fertility, right? Which this could be love, this could be marriage, this could be abundance. And on this side, you see this guardian standing with a pitchfork. On this side, you see this guardian standing with flowers. So this one is talking in the ear, and this one is on this side. You listen to this. And you poured out your love upon the ground. And there she is. Look at that goddess lying broken on the ground. And what's interesting, down here I see a black jaguar coming out of the plants. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's pretty clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stags. And on this side, there's 2 stags. So there's a golden palace here. If you do this, if you listen to here, if you come with me, if you come with us, if you go buy into this deal, if you go away from that, this is what you will have. Look, there's 6. This is a pitchfork. Look at the golden staircase going up to your palace. On this side, there's 2, just the 2 of you. And there's fertility, there's growth, there's butterflies, there's freedom on this side. And then up here, 1, 2, 3 voices, actually 1, 2, 3, 4 talking up here. Now, this would be angels because it's white and it's coming from the truth and purity. Angels say, there's 4 of them. The number 4 says there are angels everywhere. All around you. You are completely guided, protected, and loved. There is no reason for fear. Don't listen to this. Don't go there. No, you don't have to go into sell your soul to the devil in order to get all of this. This is a lie anyway. This is a myth. Listen to us. There is growth. The number 6 implies material possessions, being very focused on the material world, on finances, on things, on getting ahead, on riches. That's what the number 6 represents. Don't be focused on this. Keep your thoughts up to spirit, and you will be provided for. How much do 2 of you need? You have plenty. You are taken care of. You have a guide here too that's pouring blessings upon you. There's only 2 of you. You don't need to supply for all of these people. And if you go here, that's who you're going to be pleasing. You're selling your soul to the devil. And you're going to have to be pleasing all of these others And what you're being shown is an illusion. This is what your lifeblood right here is going to be sucked out of you. Wow, these all go together. Now let's spin this completely in a different direction. I'm looking, I keep looking at there's so many symbols. I could go on and on and on. I could read this card many, many different ways, except for the fact that that song started to play. Hold on, let me hear. Ed Sheeran. Okay. I know I found an angel. They listened to this side. They didn't listen. They went into a place of peace because a master, a true master, finds peace amidst chaos. They poured there whatever it was, whatever was in this bottle. And you know what's interesting to me? Check out the bottle. It's ornate. It's adorned with the yin and the yang. It's adorned with, spiritual symbols. But whatever is in that bottle, they're pouring it down. They're not going to listen to that. They're not going to allow that. They're going to, no matter what's going on, they are focusing on their higher self. They are going to listen to what Spirit says and recognize that they're at peace. This is true love. And they know that they are going to be provided for. They're going to leave this behind. Fertility comes about in more ways than one. Fertility in abundance in whatever it is that you need. Whatever you need, physical, material, spiritual. But it's you that needs to make the decision. You that needs to tap into your highest self. You that needs to say no. Isn't it interesting that these messages are all they're going together? That's because so many more people listen to the full reading. Kuan Yin is the goddess of mercy, compassion. It's summer solstice. We just passed this. And that is what we're being shown here, is summer solstice. And Kuan Yin in the center of it all. So there's an opportunity for you to grow and prosper, to develop, to mature into a intelligent spiritual creature. Somebody who is able to accept as well as deliver compassion, mercy, forgiveness. You're going to be able to share that from your heart. Your compassion doesn't come from somebody prodding you with a pushing at you, needling you. This is negativity. It comes naturally from you. You have that naturally within you. You don't have to give of yourself. You don't have to pour your life's blood out. You don't have to sacrifice yourself. Someone sacrificed you at the altar. You don't have to do that. You listen to Spirit. Pour out anything that is clouding your judgment. Pour out anything, as I said, pot, alcohol, drugs, anything. The thoughts of the material world. You're too focused on the material world. There's a bountiful presence of blessings available to you. So instead of sacrificing your soul to the devil or somebody else that we saw, that stone lion, had no problem sacrificing you. Instead of doing that, nourish that little inner child. Love that inner child. Did you see it? Here, the light's all weird. We'll turn it around. Pick up that little baby that's lying there, open, vulnerable, new. This is a green, fresh, young one. And when we are like this, young and new, like a soft leaf, the bugs eat you up readily. They want you quickly. I'm looking down at the bottom here and I'm seeing a snake now, a big one. Now, you can take this as healing, or it can be a boa constrictor that's strangling you. The one that says, don't tread on me. It's going to take your innocence, take the lifeblood out of you, and while you're still new and fresh, as you're reawakening and not strong on your feet yet, they're going to sacrifice you for whatever it is that they need. Because look at this bottle. This bottle turns into the shape of a woman. Interesting. There's a lot of faces in here. There's a lot of things hidden that you don't see, is what they're showing me. Because if you look closely, when you pour that bottle out and you listen to Spirit, and you look very, very closely, over here, oh, the path is wide. It's wide and open, right? Look at all the deer all that we will bring you. Look at this pathway. We're promising you the world over here, right? But you're allowing this to be poured out. And when you start to look closely, because your spiritual eye is starting to pick it up, you'll recognize that, wait a minute, there's a staircase there too. It's a little bit more hidden than this. It requires time and effort to bring this about. There's not as much. It's not as easy. It's easy to go. It's easy to stop. It's easy to drop your spirituality. It's easy to do the shitty things. It's easy to take the shortcuts. It's not as easy to do the right thing. But the staircase is there too, and you will be guided. And there is transformation. And there is enough for two. You will be provided for, and you will be protected. But they don't want you to see that. There's abundance all around you. If you're so concerned, am I going to have to sacrifice everything? Am I going to have to give up everything in order to have? No, you're not. You're only going to have to give up what's not in your highest good. What are your messages? Very attracted. We got that recently as well. Very attracted. Okay, you guys, seriously, how many times are we going to get this same message? That's so freaking weird. Positive outcome. The sun is about to burst through the clouds, and you will soon see things in a different light. Something that previously seemed hopeless will soon be filled with nothing but hope. Because remember, you couldn't see this at first because you had all of this talking in your ear, and maybe you were too focused on all of this. Or maybe you were under a drug. You were under an illusion. You were dumbing down your third eye. You weren't listening to your higher self. Or if you had your higher self talking, you were purposely ignoring it. But as soon as you allow yourself to start listening to the truth of the matter, you see the growth, the abundance, the nurturing, loving energy. You see the way through where you couldn't see it before. And it's completely on the opposite side of this side. There's going to be, you've gone from negative to positive. And somebody is very attracted. Very attracted. Do they like me? Very much. There is love. Dreams of love. Who have you been dreaming with? That's it, you guys. Those are our messages. How interesting. I am so hot. I'm just literally ready to melt. Because look at, I'm sitting in that little square of light. And just that little square of light was burning me up. That's a message in itself. Just a little bit. Yeah, but you know that's how they tempt you with stuff. Okay, well, you don't have to take a lot. Just a little. Just a little. I'm trying to clean off my glasses because they got smeary and I made them worse. Because I didn't use the proper cloth. Now there's a message. I wanted to clear something off and I did it hastily, right? I didn't use what I knew I needed to use. I knew that if I took a few more steps and came inside and got the proper tools, now think about that. I knew that if I took a few more steps and got the proper tools, it would get the job done, and it would get the job done right. But a lot of times we want to cut corners. We want to take the shortcut, right? And we're not going to be able to see things clearly when we take the shortcut. Song right now, Pain has made me a believer. Pain, you've made me a believer. Good, good. Because at this time, now I can see. And somebody says to you, if you're feeling down, it's okay. It's okay to have just a little. It's okay just to do that a little. You're about to get married, and it's a bachelor party, and somebody says, "Hey, let's call some hookers." What are you talking about? We can't do that. That's okay. It's just one night. It's okay. No, it's not. Would you do that if your wife was there, your fiance was there? It's okay to have a drink. Yeah, but I'm an alcoholic. You know that. I don't do well with it. Oh, maybe I'm not an alcoholic. Maybe you don't want to believe you are. Maybe you just don't do well with alcohol. Just have a little bit. You don't have to have a lot. People want you to do what they're doing. And a lot of times what they're doing, they know isn't good. People all the time want me to try drugs. They want me to drink. They're constantly, why do you want me to do that? It's not fun to party without somebody. Get me some sparkling, cider. Just a little bit, just a little bit. People have done that to me for the longest time. Ever since you started this whole spiritual thing, you're no fun, you don't smoke pot, you don't drink, you don't party. I don't need to. I'm fun, I'm in a party all by myself, right? So no, just a little is damaging. You can't smoke pot. You can't drink. Your brother might be able to. You can't. Just a little? No. No. Why don't you put just a little into this program? No, because it's illegal. I don't want anything to do with your drug money. I don't want anything to do with it at all. Just a little? No. Just a little won't harm you. Yes, it will. Because karma is involved in that. Whatever it is, if something is negative, there's karma attached to it. You don't want any of it. Okay? There's your messages. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. I can't wait to see these lit up tonight. My stars, I told you my stars were broken. The star's broken. So I went and got flowers. I prefer flowers. And they're all different colors. Colors of the rainbow. Rainbow, promise of good things after a storm. All right, you guys, I'm out. I'm going to go get watermelon. Watermelon, that was another thing that you need for watermelon, legumes, nuts. That's what I need anyway. Watermelon. I'm saying this for somebody else, though. They need to hear this. They need melon. They need citrus. They need wheatgrass. They need soy powder, soy protein. Can't think of the other things right now. Oh, and the happy pill. Your happy pill, lepidolite mica. Not muscovite mica, lepidolite mica. Lithium lepidolite. That's what you need. This form of lithium, not the kind that comes in a little capsule. All right, you guys? That's the happy pill that you need for today. So if you don't have any, go get it. I love you guys. Have a fantastic day. Peace over and out.